Hi guys, this is Stormouse03, continuing my Assassin's Creed 3 Perfectionist playthrough, where I'm going to be showing you how to get 100% of all of the main mission constraints. So this is sequence 11, and you're going to start with the Battle of the Chesapeake. And this is some more naval combat, and if you're a fan of the naval combat, then you might enjoy this, and if you're not a fan of the naval combat, then you might not enjoy this. So, you've got several optional objectives in this. The first is to destroy 3 ships by using only 1 broadside, and I would recommend that you do this very near to the beginning, because if you start circling around these ships, it's really hard for them to line up for you. So I'm using the flame cannons just to give myself that little bit of extra damage, to maybe take down something that may not have gone down with the others. So when you first start off, see, you have all of these ships that are kind of all grouped together, and that's kind of what you want. And it's good if you can get 3 of these little ships right here. And so this is where I'm going to get it right there. Take down 3 of those little guys, and that is much harder than it looked right there. So you can be sailing around these ships for quite a bit of time before you can actually get them to a spot where they will line up like that. And even if they do, you kind of have to hit your cannons at the exact right position to be able to take all of them down. Like I said, if you use the cannons that have the fire on them, that can help. Also, after you kill the first few of them, some more will appear. And so that can, and they will also be sort of clustered up, as you can see right now. And so if you missed it, then it's possible that you could get it like right here. But just really, I had a lot of difficulty with this beginning part of, well, this entire mission pretty much. Getting those optional objectives is no joke, at least for me, because, I don't know, the naval combat isn't as intuitive to me. I feel like the ship's really sluggish to turn, as it should be. I mean, that's, I think, accurate to how the ships actually functioned. And yet, it makes some of those optional objectives really annoying. So this next part, after you have a bit of a cutscene, I think, is to destroy 2 of the frigates by blowing up their powder stores. And again, this can be really difficult to do because you have to somehow damage the ships enough so that they show you that powder store, and but not actually blow them up. So there are these big ships. that one just completely got in the way of what I was trying to do just then. The big ships, I switched back to using the regular cannons for this because you want to damage them, but not enough to kill them in one go. And it can be quite frustrating. A good strategy to use on this is one that I've used on some of the side missions, some of the naval side missions, which is to ram your ship into one of those frigates, but make sure you haven't damaged it already, because it will just do this. It will kill it. But if I had not damaged that frigate before, it most likely would not have killed it, and it would have showed you the powder store within it. After you kill these 5, some more will appear. So if you haven't gotten it in the first 5, don't worry, there will be a few more, and I believe the one on the right always has its, like, you can target its powder store, always. So you see it's already highlighted, I didn't even do anything. So that's kind of a freebie, and then you have to work for the other one. So I'm going to make a cut there to where I finally finally got it, because I don't know, there's no purpose really in showing me sort of sailing around like a loser being ineffective. And after you do that, you just have to finish out the mission, and there aren't any more real optional objectives until you get to the next part. So I cut out the end of that. All you have to do is kill the ships, and then you get to this section where the man of war is firing on you, and you just want to keep pushing X to make sure that your guy is ducked down and avoid the damage from this ship. And then when you get close enough to it, it will prompt you to ram it, and that will take you into the next section. And so this optional objective is quite easy, to counter kill 5 enemies. But before I did that, I wanted to get over here, get as far as possible over this way, because there are a lot of enemies on this ship. You don't want to be sitting here for a lifetime trying to kill all of them. So counter kills are very easy. You don't have to do them all in a row. Just make sure that you get 5 of them before you move on. And if you see the little red dot over there, that's the ship's captain that you're going to want to be making your way toward once you get all 5 of your counter kills. But when I was recording this, I was in the mood to kill all of these guys. You don't really have to. It does make it a little bit safer for you when you go to assassinate the captain. You can't get shot or stabbed in the back or something while you're on your way over there. But it really isn't super necessary to kill everyone. So I'm going to cut that out and move straight to where I go and finish out this mission. So once you murder the people to your liking, you want to head around to the captain over here, and you'll see that he's highlighted, and then you just want to make sure that you assassinate him. So you see how the guys will sort of follow you over here and make it quite annoying. For you to be able to kill him. So that's probably why I spent some time that I cut out and killed a bunch of the guys over there, so that now he's the only one left and we take him out. Then after a little cutscene, you have to just escape, and you want to take this path and jump down back onto your ship, and then you will be done with this mission. The Battle of the Chesapeake, and you will get all of your points and full synchronization. So that mission can be kind of annoying, the naval combat parts. So again, you want to destroy 3 ships using only 1 broadside, and keep reloading if you can't get that near the beginning, because it'll save you some frustration. Destroy 2 frigates by firing on their powder stores, and counter kill 5 enemies in the last section, and you will be done. Alright, so the next and last mission in this sequence is called Lee's Last Stand, and you start off by going into the underground and making your way through the tunnels toward where the mission will actually start. And this is pretty straightforward, but the next section is difficult, because you're going to have 3 optional objectives, and at least 2 of them are challenging. So your 3 optional objectives are going to be to get to the place where you need to go within 3 minutes, to get there undetected, and to limit your health loss to 50%. And so right away when you come out of the well, you want to pull that guy down, and then I'm going to make sure that I have my hidden blade and my bow selected, because those are the weapons that I'm going to use to take out the guys and make sure that I stay undetected. Limiting your health loss is not difficult. I mean, unless you fell and took some fall damage, that wouldn't be too bad. So there are going to be 2 guys, one on the left, one on the right. The one on the right almost sees me, but if you can shoot him fast enough, sometimes he doesn't, his path doesn't take him to where he sees the body or you right away. But if it does, as long as as long as your optional objective doesn't fail, that means that he hasn't completely gone into hostile mode. So the same with this guy. You want to take him out from a distance, and then you want to get on this corner and wait, because this guy is going to be checking out this haystack, and you don't want to alert him. So as soon as he turns his back, you jump down. The guy on the left there saw me. Sometimes he does not. Like I said, the paths that these AI take, sometimes they'll get interested in you and sometimes they won't. But if you come around here, you still have plenty of time. Your time shouldn't be really the issue. It's really finding your way through this section in a way that you're not going to get detected. So if you come around here, take care of that one guy. And I'm waiting on the one on the right, because I know he's going to come back. He's the one that sort of saw me earlier, and now I'm going to hide and then kill him. And that's not exactly the place where I wanted to kill him. I wanted to wait until he went back up to his normal path up there on the boards. But he saw me again, so I had to improvise. And there was another guard. He came and was interested in the body, and I did not want him to see me. You will have plenty of time, but you need to move. So it's kind of both and. You need to be moving, especially in the first part, and to give yourself time to deal with the guards down here near the tower. And right now, I really wanted to just murder the controls, because they really didn't want to let me hop down to interact with the signal fire. But there you go. That's that part done. And then you'll have a lot of sort of cinematic-y things. You have to sort of hobble a little bit, but you'll get to this section here where you have to counter him in front of objects to do damage, and I believe you have to do that 3 times. And then you'll have another little cinematic, and the last thing you have to do is just push X for one of those in the cutscene assassinations. And that will be it. So, yep, did it 3 times, and you get that cutscene where you do have to push X, but that's it. Wanted to be as spoiler-free as possible. So, that's Lee's Last Stand, and that one, again, is sort of difficult. This is a pretty difficult sequence in terms of the optional objectives. But you will have your full sync, and you will be able to move on to sequence 12. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you there.